You got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can.
New Orleans has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Johnson kicks to McCollum. Connects from three-point range.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Portis finds Giannis. Jackson looking it over. Back to Antetokounmpo. Looking to get it going. And with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they
no good. Oh, it's over. The New Orleans Pelicans are the new NBA champs. Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even though they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, does not take away from the satisfaction.
Let's take you to the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver doing the honors.
He told him, come on, that's three, yo, come here.
Just a moment here. MP. Hey, so you've been wearing your father's and your grandfather's jersey quite a bit this postseason. I don't think I noticed that in your previous 2 championship runs.
Right.
Any particular reason for that?
Man, coming into this championship run, I just been thinking about legacy and what that means. It all started with my grandfather and my father, of course. And, I love them dudes. I love them. We'll be here without them. And I just want the world to know how much they mean to me. I love y'all.
Congratulations, MP. Well done.
You.
Well done.
Yeah, come on. Where you going? Hey. Yeah, let's go. We told you. We told you. Yes, let's go, coach. Woo!
Clean sweep, baby. Let's go.
MP's one of the all-time greats, man. It's that simple.
MP is doing everybody dirty out there. It's a blessing to watch him play. Woo!
Kobe Bryant won 5 NBA championships, the first 3 coming in a three-peat with Shaq, the last 2 coming in back-to-back titles with Pau Gasol as his running mate. And you ask anyone who's won a chip what the toughest part about it is, and many of them will tell you defending it. Kobe Bryant successfully defended a title 3 times, and that speaks to his indomitable will. Yes, he had an incredible offensive repertoire, the closest guy to Michael Jordan not named Michael Jordan, but his will to win might be his defining characteristic. His approach to the game was so legendary they dubbed it Mamba mentality. With a lesser talent, that might seem grandiose, but with Kobe, it fit. Nothing stood between him and his goals. We can talk about his scoring titles, his 18 All-Star nods, his 12 All-Defensive teams, and a host of other accolades. But at the end of the day, Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest competitors to ever live. And it's that legacy that MP upholds as he marches past him in the record books. And you know what? I think if Kobe were here today, he'd say the same thing. He was an intense competitor, but he cared deeply about the health of the game. And I know he'd be thrilled to see that. It was in such capable and legendary hands. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest center of all time, with 6 regular season MVP awards and 19 All-Star selections. He also, of course, held the record for most points scored in a career until he was passed by the legendary LeBron James. Now, when you talk about a GOAT, you talk about dominance, Kareem had the single most dominant move in the history of the game, the skyhook. It wasn't as loud as a Shaq thunderous dunk, but it was twice as deadly. How do you stop a hook shot from someone who's 7'2"? The answer is you don't. That's why he won 6 championships, 2 finals MVPs, and 2 scoring titles. In order to be this high on the GOAT list, you have to be a two-way player, and Kareem was a monster defensively too, leading the league in blocks 4 times and making 11 all-defensive teams. Now, many people believe he's the greatest of all time, and while I don't agree with them, I get why they say that. He certainly has a case. I just don't think he's quite as dominant as the next 4 players on my list, which now, miraculously, includes the great MP.
So let's talk about MP's place in history. Now, obviously, he's the greatest to ever do it, but by how much?
MP's in the top tier. He's every bit the player that MJ, Kobe, and LeBron were, but choosing between them is impossible. They're from different generations and have different skills. Any of them could be the GOAT on any given day.
Wrong. It's MP today, yesterday, and tomorrow. It always has been MP, and it will always be
Okay,
MP.
but what about a guy like Wilt? Every time I bring up one of his records, you say he's not even human.
True.
And a guy like Bill Russell, he had 11 championships. 11.
That's a good point.
And with all that, you're still telling me that MP is the GOAT. No question, no single doubt in your mind.
Yep.
Must be nice to never be conflicted about anything.
It really is. I sleep great at night.
Really? What's your bed setup like? How many pillows?
3.
See?
When I think about Shaq, I think about physical dominance, which isn't to say he wasn't skilled. He very much was, especially if you pay attention to stuff like footwork and appreciate the fine art of the baby hook. But let's get real. Shaq was a force. I'll never forget him tearing down not one, but 2 baskets during his rookie year. And I'm not talking about breaking the backboard either. I'm talking about literally collapsing the entire basket. It sounds fake, but I was there. It happened, I promise. This superhuman strength helped him score near the basket at will, which enabled him to win 2 scoring titles and finish his career with the 3rd highest field goal percentage of all time. Other players had flashier games, but few were as dominant as Shaq. And it led to a whole lot of winning. 4 championships, 3 finals MVPs, and fun fact, he's one of the only 3 players to win MVP, All-Star MVP, and Finals MVP in the same season. The only other 2, Knick legend Willis Reed and the #1 GOAT, Michael Jordan, who did it twice. If you never got to watch Shaq play, you missed one of the most singular experiences in all of sports, and I feel a little sorry for you. But it's not all bad. You were here for MP, and as far as I'm concerned, he's just a little better.
Chips to put you in that conversation. I'm not talking Mount Rushmore just yet. He's close.
Let's talk about Bill Russell's legacy. I don't mean to reduce this great man to one number, but he has the easiest case to make for GOAT of anyone on my list. And it's this: 11 championships. I'm going to say that again. 11 championships. In a 13-year career, this man finished a season without winning a title twice. He has more championship rings than he has fingers to wear them. Just think about that. He even won 2 as a player coach. You think it's hard enough to win a chip as a player? Now do it while you're coaching the team. Absolutely unbelievable. Interestingly enough, Russell is one of the least statistically accomplished offensive players on this list, averaging a shade over 15 points per game for his career. But it was on defense where he truly dominated, shutting down entire teams by himself, getting the best of all-time greats like Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West along the way. He was also a monster on the glass, and the only guy not named Wilt to average more than 20 rebounds a game over his entire career. Have I mentioned that he won 5 MVP awards? There's a reason this man's number is retired across the NBA. And if MP keeps going, they might retire his number too.
You can be a human highlight reel, you can dunk with your ankles, but that does not make you a great basketball player. MP is a great basketball player with a great basketball IQ. He is the full package.